Hi and welcome to Let's Talk For Real, back again in our place this time. First time in what feels like forever.
Obviously, yeah.
Since we've done a podcast here, my god. For those of you that don't know, this is a podcast where we talk about real things, real opinions, and just basically whatever's on our mind. And today I'm planning to make it sort of semi-short. I'm shattered, literally just come back from work. And now I don't work at Arsenal. I just got changed into the lovely new sexy looking Arsenal kit. Yeah, so what we're going to talk about today essentially is just like the holiday me and Hannah had. And we're going to do a table prediction. So, we will do predictions as well for games coming up. Let me mute my laptop. And yeah, I mean, oh yeah, and Hannah's going to do her usual, what's it called again?
What's happening?
That's the one, what's happening, yes. And to open things up, I found, I don't want to tell you guys the name of it, but I think this season of Let's Talk For Real, this is our second season now.
What do you want to put season 2 episode such and such?
I don't know, probably, I don't know. But I can guarantee you, hopefully if this works, we've got some good jokes and good facts from my side coming up. I don't know about Hannah, but I've found good sources for good jokes and good facts. I can't guarantee what Hannah comes up with, but from my side, you'll at least one every 2 episodes, you're guaranteed a funny joke and a good fact. So, here's my funny joke. Have you ever heard the saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again?
Yeah.
Alright, well I don't recommend skydiving none.
I don't.
You don't get it?
Say it again.
If at first you don't succeed, you know the saying, yeah?
If at first you don't succeed, yeah.
Yeah, I don't recommend you do skydiving none.
Oh, okay.
If you don't succeed, you're dead.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yes.
There you go, I knew that one was funny. And I have another one for my next funny joke as well. I found a good source this time. So yeah, gonna open it up with our holiday. We would have spoken about it in the last episode, but the last one was purely based on Arsenal and pretty much football related. So this is our first proper chance now we've had to do it. And for those of you that haven't watched it, go back on the next episode and watch it. It's pretty good. I feel like, to be honest, we had realistic expectation, but what Arsenal have done is mad, but we'll talk about that later on.
It's more than mad. It's like, oh my god, this has never happened.
Yeah, I've been freaking a follower of Arsenal since like FIFA 12, so that was a while ago now. But yeah, so what we're essentially going to do, we're going to talk about our holiday, and I want you to, and me as well, to rate it. Like, you remember how I done with Croatia on my channel?
I can't remember, but it was long ago.
Yeah, and that my review on Croatia, remember?
Oh yeah, your review on Croatia, yeah.
Yeah. For those of you that haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm not going to link it in the description, but if you go on my channels...
Mr. Paul Chris.
Yeah, we'll be there, and you'll find it somewhere there. The odds of people doing that is probably 0 to none, but hey ho. So, what did you think of our holiday?
I like to rate it 9.5.
What, as a whole?
As a whole, yeah, 9.5.
Okay.
Because with going to different countries for holiday, I love that, but I always dread the plane ride. I always do. If anyone could relate to me, you never know when you're gonna end up having a massive smoke inside the cabin, or
oh yeah, that was in the news.
You're gonna, you know what I mean. You never know what's frightening gonna happen. But luckily with us, we've been having relaxed, chill, normal plane rides, haven't we?
Yeah, so far. So
far, but I hope I want to keep it like that. I mean, it wasn't. I can't mention the airway. The company airline. Can I?
You can. Why not?
Oh, right, British Airways. I mean, I've had a good flying company, but with all these strikes going on and having massive rows over pays, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but they're better than Ryanair though.
Oh yeah, I had to literally pay bloody €25 to get my luggage on board. Bastards.
Yeah, because your suitcase was too big, that's why.
I know, because we had washing in there as well. That's why. It was literally small.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, because she said even if we had taken the stuff out, your suitcase was too big regardless.
No, fair enough.
But by the way, careful, yeah, because she created a spike
A
there.
massive spike, yeah, sorry about that.
But, yeah, what I wanted to do, I want to talk about, so, I'm not going to give my rating as a whole yet. I want to do separate by separate by separate. So for me, what makes, there's key aspects to a good holiday. It's the people,
Yeah.
the hotel,
Mhm.
the food,
Mhm.
and I would probably sort of say the activities you do. So there's 4 key aspects to a good holiday. Yeah? And we'll start off with the people. For me, the people as a whole in general, I'd probably rate them. They were crazy on the road. Like, they gave no.
I'd say, yeah, worse than France, but we haven't made to start with France, but I'd love to. But France is quite similar, but then we know what to expect, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but they just, if it's red they go, they don't care, and if it's green for us they go, they don't care.
Yeah.
But so that comes into consideration. But when we went to restaurants and stuff like that, the people at the hotel, they were so friendly. Even the taxi driver as well that we went on. I'd probably 7. I'd give him a 7. What would you give him?
I'll give them the same.
7?
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the activities we done. So, apologies for the tour. No, not tour. The vlog.
Yeah.
Our first vlog, by the way. My first professional vlog as well.
Mm-hmm.
Little gassed about that. We did do more stuff besides the bus tour, but we didn't really, like, we went on the Metropolis, yeah, but we didn't have the camera with us. We had our phones, and our phones on us. Like, I have an S7, okay? So the S7 these days is crap compared to like what's out there right now. But yeah, we didn't have the camera with us the whole time, and the only time we had it was pretty much inside the hotel and on the bus tour, innit? So yeah, apologies for that. But the next time we go abroad, we're gonna have the camera with us 24/7, especially now that we've seen the footage and we know how sick the camera is as well. It's pretty mad. And so yeah, apologies for that. But we went on the bus tour, like I said, went on a hike to the freaking Metropolis.
Yeah, you said it.
Yay!
And went to the museum
For the Metropolis, which has like freaking every little construction thing that they've removed from the Metropolis and replaced with is inside that museum, which is mad.
I like that.
And the museum is massive.
Yeah, it's like
because the Metropolis used to be a church.
It used to be a church, yeah, and then it got like converted to a might be wrong here, some kind of house gathering, or well, normally when people come to
because of the war and all that stuff, it got effed up, innit? But so yeah, we done that. We checked out the old town road.
Of Town Road. Where's all the markets, weren't it?
Yeah, all the markets were pretty cool as well. I liked it. Sort of reminded me of how would I say? It sort of reminded me of like old times in a way. Walking down those old market roads. But we've done that. What else did we do? Oh, we checked out that massive cathedral place, which is pretty much their main cathedral.
Oh yeah, cathedral, yeah. I went inside and it was so peaceful, quiet. It was actually quite cool inside because it's quite big and it's all airy. And what kind of really made me confused, obviously I told you already, people like put money in this little box, which are usual in this country. You put money in a box, you get a candle, you light it, you put it on the thing, and you say a prayer for someone who is being passed or recently, And then I saw this woman did the same thing, but then she kissed a pitch. I was like, oh,
Yeah, just Greek people, as far as I know, they're like the Irish. They're proper religious.
Yeah. But with our cathedral and where I used to live, they do that similar, but all they do is put money in a box, small amount, lit a candle and sit down and pray. That's it.
Mm.
But then that's kind of similar, but they're more like proper, like I say Catholics.
Yeah. But so yeah, we checked out that Temple of Zeus thing as well, which was okay. But
Temple of Zeus.
Zeus or whatever it's called.
Now Zeus.
Okay, whatever. We went freaking. It was a stupid highlight, but we went like steps upon steps upon steps in the pissing of rain
to get a Domino's.
But I tell you what, it
was worth it. I think. Do you think?
Yeah, forget about it now. It's a good memory as well.
And then obviously it was easier when we were going down because it was like step.
Yeah, but that's when it started raining. That's when we started going down.
Yeah. And what really worried me, you weren't looking when we were like near the hotel. I saw a woman fell over in the middle of a road.
Oh yeah.
And thank God it was actually red light for them because I was thinking, they're been on over. Because I was thinking, I was about to like, Chris, I need to help her.
Yeah, but then she just got.
No one cares. I look up. It happened all of a sudden. She just went, and I'm like, my body went. No. Like, oh my God, I'm English. She's probably thinking, what are you helping me for God's sake?
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm not gonna bother because that'll probably make her bit
could be stubborn or whatever, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that's pretty much everything. All the highlights. What else did we do?
We just
we checked the Museum of Technology, which was really cool.
Oh yeah, Greek technology, yeah. And everything you said was based on scales.
Yeah, like they were. I wouldn't say they was ahead of their time. Just that technology back then was crap. If you think about it now, but if you think about it back then, that was revolutionary. What they did with a scale was like, rah. There was that woman that told us the first miracle, which was basically a very retro version of underfloor heating. There was an alarm, which was based on scales. When you open the door, the scale moves and it pushes the compressed air and it sounds like birds chirping.
Like, tweet.
Somehow.
And I'm like, oh my God. When I went through the door, I was like,
yeah. And then there's this thing where you put the penny in and like you have like a shot of water or whatever. What else? The first robots as well was there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the museums we went to, all the buildings, that one was my favourite.
We went to the Picasso Museum as well. But that wasn't as much, was it?
There was a lot of crap, but I'm not into art, you know that.
No.
But technology was really good. I'd recommend it for those of you that go to Atoms. It's on a side street, so good luck finding it without Google Maps. But if you do manage to find it, I do recommend going. It is actually really cool.
I think obviously my biggest highlight is finally getting my neck and back massage.
Oh yeah, you went spa, innit?
I went spa for like 30 minutes for €30, which it was good. I think. And afterward, I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna fall asleep. And like I said, she did more than a bloody massage. I swear she did something to my back. She kind of went. You can see the camera. She kind of like went like that, and then she went like that, and I'm like, oh, what the frick was that? I'm thinking you're gonna give me more backaches.
No.
But then afterwards, I felt like, yeah, I could do this. Like.
But that's what I recommend to say to you. Like, maybe you should do that once a month just to keep your back like in good condition or whatever, innit?
Oh yeah.
So you don't get back pain as often.
But being good for now. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, if it starts playing up again.
But yeah, that's probably one of your personal highlights.
Yes.
At mine, I went on the jacuzzi for the first time.
You're like, I don't like it. Oh, actually, this is a better spot.
Yeah, then it was okay, but listen, guys, I don't see the hype around jacuzzis yet. It's just a bunch of water coming at you at a high velocity.
Water pressure, and it's like bubbles. And thing is, that helped my back as well. It does. It's the water pressure, like constant in his bubbles. They have a jacuzzi, I tell you what.
And there were these. I'm not even gonna say it until we get to the other part. But
okay.
I also checked out.
I went swimming indoors as well. Loved it.
I forget that. Oh, sauna. That was really cool.
Sauna, oh my god. I literally went inside. I went, oh, I'll just come here to dry myself. It was only like 45 degrees. I'm thinking, it's not that hot. Oh my god.
I wouldn't recommend it if you're going in there before you go swimming pool or something.
Yeah, because you're going to have to go, oh, freezing cold. Oh, oh.
No, because you're going to be like, I'd recommend after you've had a swim or whatever, go in the sauna. You're going to be relaxed, fam. You get me? I felt so calm and I warmed, I dried in like
Minutes.
literally minutes. But yeah, so I forget what activities. I'd probably, you know what, yeah, out of the holidays I've had, those were the best activities I've probably done. Apart from the best activity I've done abroad is probably the boat tour in Croatia. The first time, not with you, but the first time with my dad. My dad's best friend and my uncle. That would probably be my best activity. But as a whole, in Greece, better as a whole. So I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10, to be honest. The activities were really fun. What about you?
Yeah, I quite like what you found as well. I enjoyed what I did there.
So would you give it?
As a whole, I've already given it as a whole.
No, not activities.
Activities, I'll give it a 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and overall 9.5.
Yeah, well, not done yet, innit? Not done yet. So we've done people, activities. Now it's hotel and food. So hotel. What would you give? Talk about the hotel.
I give it a freaking 12 because it was like I'm in heaven. I want to come back. But I can't.
So yeah, for those of you that don't know, which by the way, if any of you have seen the vlog, you'll know that Hannah gave it away. We stayed at the Hilton, first time ever and last time ever, because it was a once in a lifetime experience. And we decided, you know what, yeah, let's treat ourselves, innit? So yeah, and so the swimming pool that we was on about, jacuzzi, sauna, that was all inside the hotel. They had an indoor pool and an outdoor pool.
They had what?
Room service.
Yeah, room service. They had what? Free
which
restaurants.
We ordered on the first night.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna forget like that. He came in like, he didn't know where to put.
I said, "Don't worry, just put it there." I said, and he was telling me how much I paid. Here you go, made it easy. I thought it's €30. You can go now.
What time was that? That was like probably at their time, like 11ish.
Yeah.
And the kitchen shuts at 12 or something. The poor guy, he must have been sad.
Do you know, when we first did that, I said, Chris, we can't keep doing room stuff. I said, poor guy. I said, we'd rather go downstairs and chill and do it that way.
But yeah, that was the only time we done room service. But we ate outside the balcony. It was really nice. To be honest, the pizza that we had from room service was okay.
Okay, yeah.
It weren't exactly wow.
We prefer Domino's. I love
the pizza, the Domino's that we had was really nice. And it was cheeseburger?
It was...
Hamburger?
It was a cheeseburger one.
Cheeseburger, yeah. And it had so much bullshit in there that I know I don't like, but I was hungry at the time, so who cares? And it had gherkins, I think. It had...
I ate all that, oh my god.
Yeah, it had gherkins.
I don't like gherkins, but I would have them in a, like...
pizza.
On a pizza, I'd have them on a
pineapple.
Pineapple. What? Yeah.
But, so yeah, the hotel and the staff as well were very helpful. We even left them souvenirs for them, like a book. And
strawberry wafers. You know, get the chocolate wafers part. Oh, I love those strawberry wafers.
Yeah.
I didn't know they'd eaten them all.
As like a thank you present.
Yeah.
Gave them a nice review and they replied as well with an email to us. So thank you for that if you're watching, but I highly doubt this.
Yeah.
Well, so I think that's pretty much it for the hotel, isn't it? What else happens? Oh, the restaurants, of course. But that comes into food, but we'll sort of slide into that topic in a minute. So, as Hannah said, there was, 3 restaurants?
3 restaurants, but one of them was used as breakfast only.
Yeah.
And 2 of them was the downstairs one
And the Sky Bar.
and the Sky Bar one, Galaxy Bar and Restaurant.
Ah, Sky Bar was sick.
Sick,
It
yeah.
was sick,
The
fam.
thing is, we thought it was going to be more pricey, and we're thinking, oh, it's actually the same.
A half decent
A
price.
half decent price, we're thinking.
And I had scallops for the first time. They were so filling but so nice. It was like a risotto with scallops at the top and this weird sauce. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was nice. And yeah, I thinking about it now, I don't understand how freaking on Hell's Kitchen how those chefs can mess up scallops. It seems
I could easily
easy
cook them,
to,
yeah. I could cook them and say.
Because that's always the first challenge, is for them to be like cooking scallops, and you always F that up.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
how?
up because you're meant to cook at a certain amount outside for how many minutes
Yeah,
on
then
the
the
other
other
side,
side.
and then that's it done.
Yeah, that done. That was so nice. What are scallops? They're like fish, isn't it?
Yeah, but you normally don't like fish, and you like fish, don't you?
No, I do. I like prawns.
Oh, I don't like prawns. You like
I like salmon to
Fish
some
dish?
extent. I like mackerel to some extent. I do
Fish-
like fish, just
fish
not often.
goujons? Yeah, the fish goujons.
That's not proper fish. I want about proper fish. Fresh fish.
Oh, you like the fresh fish we had in Croatia?
Yeah, but with less salt.
Oh god, yeah, that was legit fresh from the sea.
Yeah.
And I took one bite of my mackerel and thinking, oh, it's so salty, but I love it. I was thinking I ended up having 2 fishes.
Yeah, you had bear that time, I remember.
I had Belle thinking, I'm hungry, I'm gonna have a mountain of fish as I want. And then I was full the day, full rest of the day.
No. So yeah, that's the hotel for me. 11 out of 10. The best hotel I have and probably will ever have been in. What about you?
Same with me, yeah, definitely.
What, 11?
Oh, I said I want it. It's a 12 for me.
Yeah. Hotel was really nice. It's just such a. It's a shame how I entered
Oh
our
god.
hotel time.
Yeah, but the thing is, they were so polite about it. Oh, don't worry, I'll get a cleaner. Oh, do you want a doctor? And you're like, oh no, because you know why I said that? Because you might have to pay, and it's not fucking cheap. is it?
Yeah. But yeah, then we're coming on to the food. Now we had food mostly at the hotel, not gonna lie, but we ate out as well.
Mm-hmm.
So probably since we just covered the hotel subject, we're talking about the hotel food we had. So I don't remember the names of it all, but
I don't remember.
it was all nice. Apart from one meal, which was obviously the cause of me throwing up, which I know was that green pasta thingy.
But,
Remember?
yeah.
Because I know that's what made me throw up, but it was nice at the time. But I know that's what made me throw up. But I liked that. What was it? That curry with rice noodle thingy with the.
Yeah.
That was really nice. That was one of my favourites. You had that as well.
Mhm.
For me, my favourite meal in the hotel would probably be the scallop thing in the Sky Bar. That was so nice. And we were quite full that day. We was like, okay, let's just get like a little small meal. But I don't know about you, what you had, but my scallops filled me
Mine
up.
was a spinach and kale pie.
Yeah, and even that, and it was quite.
That filled me up, yeah.
Yeah. But what was your favourite meal there at the hotel?
My favourite meal would be what you had,
That rice.
rice curry, yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. And so eating out as well. There's loads of food we had, but I just can't remember it all. I had pictures of literally every single meal anyway. But we had this weird. I had this weird kebab thing at the base with pita bread with this weird yogurt sauce thingy at the top. Was really nice. Proper kebab, man. I'm telling you. And with the and I had what's that? We bumped into this restaurant and I said to the guy, like, yo, fam, tell me your local dishes, bruv. He's like, yo, don't worry, fam, I got you. I'm joking.
Imagine
joking.
start talking like that in Greece. We're like, we're not in Greece, are we?
I'm joking, but no, I said to him, like, could you tell me like what you locals have to eat? He's like, yo, I recommend this. Was it moussaka?
Moussaka, yeah.
Moussaka. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he said that, and it's basically
Lasagna with it? No.
not some sort of lasagna with salad basically, and they have another one which I didn't even know was a local dish, which is basically a macaroni lasagna sort of thing. Really nice. In fact, that's my favourite meal outside the hotel, is that one.
I think my favourite meal is where you had that kebab. I had my chicken skewer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was my favourite meal because I had like salad, I had chips on top, I had pit potato, so warm and soft and
The only thing, with that place we went to, which I don't like, is the fact that with Greece, I've given them this, they don't mess around when it comes to the bill, like boom, boom, they give it to you before you even asked. But with that one that we went to, like, you order a drink, here's your receipt for the drink. You order main, here's your receipt for the main. You order side, here's your... Put it all in one freaking receipt, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I was thinking, I'm confused.
And I was trying to add it up on my phone as well, and she was like, no, don't worry, we got you, we do this for you at the end. I'm like, okay, but I want to know the price, like, freaking hell. Price isn't the problem, but I want to know, like, you get me. But food overall, again, probably, because me personally, from my side, just I threw up, I'd probably give it a 9. But if I never threw up, it'd be a 10 out of 10. What about you?
I'd give it a 9.5.
Why? Why not 10 out of 10?
Well, I think there's some of the foods are really filling, and I can't seem to like finish most of it. And I mean, the food's obviously there. It was lovely. I mean, I can't compare it to other countries. I mean, the food I've had in Croatia, I loved it. I mean, the breakfast we had, the pizzas, homemade pizzas we had at that restaurant, and lovely. But with Greece, they had really, really nice food, but to me it was too big for me and too filling.
Didn't I throw up in Croatia as well?
You did, you had food poisoning. Oh my god. The thing is, when you first went to Croatia with your dad, you didn't throw up at all.
No, but I threw up in Lanzarote, but that was because I was drinking so much, that's why.
Oh my god.
Because of the deal they had, didn't it? The
Naughty.
2 cocktails, 2 beers for like €12, which was a really good deal. Oh, and 2 shots as well. So that's why I threw up. Because we were drinking bad. Like, we got flit. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so actually, thinking about it now, there's, apart from Scotland and actually, I probably have thrown up in Ireland. But apart from Scotland, there's
what have you thrown up in Ireland for?
I probably have. I can't remember. I've been to Ireland so many times. But apart from Scotland and Wales, there's probably not a country I haven't been to which I've thrown up. I've thrown up everywhere. That's going to be my aim. Everywhere I go, I throw up. I'm going to leave a bit of my vomit.
I thought I'd be more like, I've got food poisoning, but I'm not well.
No. I can't believe I just realised that now, actually. But, yeah, so now, yeah, that's it, isn't it?
No,
now,
apart from the earthquake.
Oh, yeah, we had an earthquake there. 5.4 magnitude?
5.3, actually. No, 5.4. People saying, it's 5.3, it's not as bad. But then it was a strong earthquake. I'm thinking, what the...
Yeah, just now, we'll tell you what happened. For those of you that didn't hear about it, there was an earthquake in Athens. And it
was like 40 miles out of the centre, but we still felt it quite bad.
Yeah,
and obviously, the tremors or vibrations you feel from out here travels into the centre, and then that's how people would be like, what the hell's going on? And there was literally no power everywhere, nearly.
So I'll give you 2 sides to this, because me and Hannah split up for this earthquake. Because the restaurant we was talking about, when I give you bill.
Same day.
After that, yeah, it was the same day. So after that, we went our separate ways, because
I wanted to go shopping.
Hannah wanted to go shopping and I just wanted to chill. So I went to KFC, and as you do, on holiday, as you do. I had one of their Sundays, and I was just chilling, catching up on things on my phone when I was waiting for Hannah. And I felt the few vibrations. I was like, eh? And then I saw the building move like side to side, and I was like, eh? And then I saw people running, and I was like, why are people running? And the staff came up to me. I was like, sir, you okay? I was like, yeah, what's going on? Like, is everything okay? She's like, no, yes, but there's small earthquake, but don't worry, you're fine. I was like, okay, but I'm not worried. I didn't even know there was an earthquake.
No one bloody came up to me. I was like,
no, I'm not done with my story yet. And I was thinking that, but I thought it was just the metro down on the ground, and maybe, I don't know, the metro crashed or something like that, and it felt maybe tremors from there, but it was an actual earthquake, which I didn't even know. And so Hannah called me up and said, "Yo, Chris, you hear about the earthquake?" I was like, "What? That was an earthquake?"
Yeah, when you've had one and you've been in one, that's it.
Yeah, now I'll know next time if I do get it next time. So yeah, now your side from the earthquake.
Alright, my side of the story. I was I call it a Honda Centre. I finally found it.
For those of you that don't know, that live in London, it's based, or Norwich, it's like Westfield, pretty much.
Yeah, but it's smaller. I mean, there's variety. You can get like skincare, accessories, tops, hats, bags, shoes, like that. But it's smaller. And obviously, lucky enough, I went in the lift on the first floor. I'm thinking, thank God I'm not out, because the lift was shut in emergency, and I'll be bloody crying, and thank God when I was on the first floor, I thought, oh, skincare, I need after sun, so I got some like this
you
spray.
got badly burnt.
I got really badly burnt, so I think I need something for my skin. And obviously I was holding a small bottle of skincare and a small compact mirror. And then I was about to pay for the stuff, and suddenly went everywhere blackout. And after everything fell off the shelves and everything, like rattling, like proper. And then I just hear this grown woman crying her eyes out. I'm thinking, what the? I'm 22, you're probably 30. Oh, God, you pussy. And I was like, I've never been in an earthquake before, but where I am from, we don't get earthquakes, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, that was only for like a minute. The lights went out and they come back on. And then all the stuff is like, get out now, get out. I'm thinking, alright, I'm just going to put on the bike. Oh, fuck this. I was going to put it in the basket and I'm just going to walk out. I'm not coming in here again. So I was walking down the street. Thank God I didn't use Google Maps. I knew where I was going. I knew where I was going. And I said, Chris, I'm going to walk up to you now. I said, I had trouble calling you because the thingy, Roman, messed up on my phone.
Yeah, because mine as well. I think that the earthquake must have affected the signal for us.
Yeah, so I was thinking, oh my God. And then I was walking down and everyone was on the streets, restaurants, no lights, shops went out.
And the roads were way more busier than usual, which is saying something.
And then when I went past KFC, I thought, wait, I still got chicken. I'm thinking, I still got lights. I'm thinking, but the restaurant's got no. I'm just thinking, oh, get on KFC. I was like,
yeah, I remember you telling me at the time, like, Chris, did you hear like everything's got power cuts? I was like, what? But KFC's fine. KFC stands.
Yeah.
Think about it now. That's a pretty funny story.
And then that was what early afternoon, thinking, Chris, we need to get back to her hotel.
Yeah, after that we just went back to the hotel, played a bit of Pokemon Go on the way.
Yeah.
By the way, for any of you that do play Pokemon Go, I recommend playing it abroad. You know, it's actually really handy. There was what do you call it? A ruins that we actually stumbled upon because of Pokemon Go. Funny enough, I saw Snorlax. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, I saw Snorlax, and he's one of my favourite Pokemon. So I said, yo, Hannah, we have to go get this guy. He's only like a few minutes away. So we went there. And turns out he was in this paid for attraction that you had to pay into. I was like, okay, this is
€4.
Yeah, it was cheap. I was like, alright, let's just pay it.
Go,
I was like, oh, okay, it's a ruined place or whatever. So, Pokemon Go is actually, if you're looking to just travel and see other places, it's really handy, to be honest. But so yeah, that's summing up everything. What would you rate the holiday now? Still 9.5 or whatever you said?
Yeah, still 9.5, I think. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd probably agree. 9.5. If I never threw up, it'd be a 10. And if we never got like, it'd be a 10. No, yeah. Because I threw up, it's 9.5. Otherwise, I'd rate it 10. It'd be my perfect holiday.
Keep hydrated. It's warm in here. Where's the aircon? Oh, there it is. Thank God.
Yeah, the aircon now. But you guys can't hear it because it's too loud.
Yeah.
So we have it off. But time to get into what's the score? I'm thinking of this on the spot now. We've got a new segment.
What's the prediction?
No. So this is going to be something we do if we still do this, by the way. Once a year for every new season, we predict the first to last table Paolo's just sent me his in now, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
And so yeah, me, Hannah, and Paolo all give our first to last.
Do you want to do Paolo's first? Because it'll be easier and then we'll just do ours.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna do that anyway. But so yeah, this is called Who is Gonna Be Where? Hey, that's a good name.
Who's going to be where?
I'm pretty good at this on the spot, you know. Who's gonna be where?
1. Man City.
Right,
2. Liverpool.
right,
3rd. Arsenal.
right,
4th. Man United.
right,
5th. Tottenham.
right,
6th. Chelsea.
right,
7. Wolves.
right,
8. Leicester City.
right,
9. West Ham.
right,
10. Watford.
right,
11. Everton.
right,
12. Bournemouth.
right,
13. Newcastle.
right.
14. Crystal Palace.
Mhm,
15. Brighton.
mhm,
16. Burnley.
mhm.
17. Southampton.
Okay.
Sorry, I've got sneezed.
Right, so no relegation. So
Oh, sorry, I sneezed. As you can tell.
18th.
18. Aston Villa.
Right.
19. Norwich. 20. Sheffield.
But wait, you think Aston Villa are going to get relegated?
That's my predictions.
Nah, I think they'll just about. I don't think they'll just about. I think they'll stay up, you know. But right. Do you want to hear Paolo's or mine?
Paolo's first.
Let's do mine, and we can compare ours, and we'll do Paolo's at the end.
What, you want me to look at my table?
Yeah, to see. We can see in it.
Okay.
Right. So. I'm going to do bottom to first. That's how I'm going to do mine.
Okay.
So, the worst team is going to be Norwich. 20th. 19th, Sheffield. 18th, Southampton. Now, they've been struggling for the past few seasons now. For the past 2 seasons, they've been struggling just to get above that relegation zone. And I think this season is going to be a season where it catches up with them and they're going to go down for sure. And then someone who could be very close, but just above relegation, 17th, Crystal Palace. Now, the reason I say that is because they've lost Wan-Bissaka, they're a very good right back to Man U. Zaha wants to fuck off and come to Arsenal, so he's not really going to be mentally right for the season, is he? And he could, in January, maybe come to Arsenal or Everton, whoever wants him in it. And that could really mess them up. 16th, Burnley. I just don't really rate them that much. 15th, Brighton. 14th, Newcastle, which is being generous. 13th, Bournemouth, which is, what, is that the same as you?
What, 13th Bournemouth?
Yeah.
I did Newcastle.
But yeah, 13th Bournemouth, because
I'm quite
Bournemouth
similar.
are a strange team because they always get like in the middle of the league. They never really struggle, but they never really impress either. 12th, Aston Villa. You want me to repeat that? 12th, Aston Villa. You heard it here first. 12th, Aston Villa. Let's see if that comes back to bite me on the ass. I think they'll do well, you know. I honestly think they'll surprise a lot of people. And 11th, Watford. By the way, let me know if I've matched any of yours.
Oh, you've matched Burnley, me, Brighton 15.
I said Burnley 16th.
Oh, Burnley 16th. Yeah, I got that.
Okay, cool. That's the other one we've matched.
What did you put for Brighton?
For Brighton, I said 15th.
Oh yeah, that one as well.
Okay, we've matched the 2 B teams. No. So I said 11th, Watford. 10th, West Ham. Yeah, what? Where have you put? Where did you put them?
Well, West Ham 9.
Yeah, I think West Ham would do well. It was from the top 10 was a real struggle for me because all these teams are quite good. So I done 10th West Ham, 9th Wolves, 8th Leicester. Okay, we matched there. Now this is going to be the real shocker that none of us are going to agree with. 7th Chelsea. I've got Chelsea dropping 7th because for 2 reasons. 1, they can't buy anyone, they're banned. 2, they're in the Champions League and they're going to struggle so much with Champions League and Premier League with poor quality players. Let's have it right. And Hazard has left. So I think they're going to, out of the top 6 teams, they're going to be the one to drop and struggle. So who's going to replace them in the top 6, you ask? Well, 6th, I have Everton, where Iwobi has gone, and Everton have done mad business. I think they're going to do well. And then 5th, just outside the Champions League, I have Manchester United. 4th, is that where you had Man U?
What, 4th?
No, 5th.
No.
4th, I have Tottenham. Now, the top 3 I know, me and you agree. 3rd, I have Arsenal. Represent. 2nd, I have Liverpool. And 1st, I have Man City. So the only thing we proper agree with is the front 3.
Yeah.
And then coming up to Paolo now, which I know this guy's going to be very different. Again, I'm going to... Actually, no, because of the way he's done it.
Top to bottom, please.
Huh?
Top to bottom, please.
Yeah, I have to do it because of the way he's done this. So, he thinks Liverpool are going to win the league. Again, he said this last year. He says Man City will be 2nd. Chelsea will be 3rd. Did he not just watch the game 4-0? Like,
I think he'll be working on them.
is my guy high? Like, so he thinks they're going to be better than Man U and Arsenal somehow. Funny guy. Right. 4th, Man U.
Okay, I've got that.
5th, Arsenal.
Yeah.
So he thinks Arsenal won't even get top 4. And he thinks Arsenal will be below Man U. Funny guy. Even though Man U was below Arsenal. And then he thinks Tottenham will be 6th. So he thinks Tottenham will struggle. Let me know if any of his matches you. 7th, he has Wolves. I think that's what I had done.
I had 7th Wolves.
Oh yeah, you did, not me. And then he has 8th, Everton. 9th, Leicester. 10th, Watford.
Yeah, I've got 10.
Okay. 11th, West Ham. 12th, Crystal Palace. 13th, Burnley. 14th, Newcastle. 15th, Bournemouth. 16th, Southampton. 17th, Aston Villa. 18th, so coming up to relegation now, Brighton. 19th, Norwich.
Yeah, I've got 19.
Okay.
And then 20 Sheffield.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you 2 agree with the bottom 2 then? No. Wait, who did you have for 18th?
18th, I had Aston Villa.
Oh, okay. Close. So you and Palo agree with the bottom 2. No.
We agree with bottom, top 2.
Top 3 we agree
Top
with.
3, oh yeah, top 3.
So yeah, that's the who's going to be where. Let us know where you guys think who's going to be where. Let us know out of the 3 of us which 3 is going to get the most points out of, like who's going to be in which position, who's going to get the most correct. Drop us down who you think is wrong and all that good stuff. And coming up to now, it's back again. What's the score? Yes. So,
My stuff.
coming up, so what's the score? We, for those of you that do not know, we do 3 games. One, obviously, is always an Arsenal game, just both of us here are Arsenal fans. And the other 2 are games where could be big games or games where I'm not too sure about. So, the first game, Arsenal at home to Burnley. It's a 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday, so I could probably be able to watch that before I go to work. But yeah, it's Arsenal at home to Burnley.
It should be a clean sheet, so it should be like 3-0.
3-0? Alright. They are at home, to be fair. Depending on who's going to be fit for the game, I'm going 2-0. I'm saying 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0 to the Arsenal. Second game, very big game on the same day, 5:30 kickoff. Man City versus Tottenham. Why are you
I'd
still
give that-
thinking?
What?
Man City are going to win, obviously. 10-0 for Man City.
So I'm thinking, I'll give them a 4-0.
You serious?
Sorry, I'll give them 3-1. 3-1. No, actually sticking with 3-1, please. I'm sticking with 3-1.
I also agree Man City are going to win. I'll say... Oh, the thing is, yeah, Tottenham are such jammy fuckers. They could be losing and then like the last
They could
2
be winning,
minutes they
yeah.
win.
Like, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
I'm going to say
That's what we should
probably...
be like.
I say Man City will score first, then Tottenham will score. So I'd say probably a 3-2, I would say. Yeah, I'm going with a 3-2.
I'm sticking with my 3-1.
Cool. And the last game is Wolves at home versus Manchester United away. What would you say to that one?
2-2.
I said 1-1. I agree it's going to be a draw, but not a high scoring game. And for this week, and this week only, we don't have Paolo's predictions because, to be honest, I don't have time to ask him, pretty much. But, yeah, so I'll ask him later when this podcast ends, and I'll let you know what he said in the next episode. So, yeah, that's all our football section done. So, Mrs. Robson, Mrs. Robson, what's happening?
What's up? I want to do my fun fact.
Oh,
I'm
at
Mrs.
the
Robson.
end.
Fine.
What's happening?
Well, as you know about Marina Joyce,
Oh yeah, she
has
got
been
kidnapped,
missing.
didn't it?
Had been missing for apparently 10 days. Then she was found by the police. I'm thinking, I didn't even know she was missing. Because obviously people who watch her channel, she suddenly stopped uploading. People think, oh my god, what's up?
Has she?
Maybe she probably had to stop uploading, that's why. And obviously, this is obviously she in the past she was acting a bit weird in her videos, really weird. Like, this is my dress, and she was like,
And then she was like, so like that. It's also beautiful. Like, thank you so much. Like,
yeah,
it's so freaking weird.
I'm thinking, oh my
And
god.
people's like, oh my god, she's been captured by ISIS, so she's trying to send us hidden messages. Like,
Yeah.
are you guys mad? Like, fucking hell. And then there's bruises on her arm. She's like, oh no, I'm just very clumsy. Like, this is how I am. She's a weird person, I'm
So
telling you.
no, that was like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
She'd been captured by ISIS. I'm thinking, oh
But she's
my
all
God.
trying to send us hidden messages.
Yeah, saying like, help me. I'm thinking, help yourself.
Like that.
Oh.
But yeah,
So,
what
yeah.
else?
We've recently had really hot weather. We've had, what was it about? It was after when we come back from Greece, was it 2 weeks after? Or week
Yeah, it was
after?
like 35
It was 30
or whatever.
No, it was actually 38.5 degrees.
Hottest ever
Hottest
on
ever
record.
of July, yeah? So we had a really hot summers, and now we're about to have a really rainy, windy, stormy weather's coming. It's like we're going to have a really early autumn.
No.
So it's a yellow sign as the Met Office has put, like, we're going to have like torrential downpours, which I've been on Friday when I finished work. There was literally torrential downpours. As I got off the bus, this bang of thunder, and that was it. But it literally proper rained, and I got wet still. My umbrella. I was thinking, fuck, my umbrella's
Crap.
broken. I need to get a better one. So I'm thinking,
You don't, you can use mine. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the last story, which is relevant to football again. But I think it's relevant to the whole of UK, if I'm honest with you. It's, for those of you that don't watch football, you must have seen this somehow. Mesut Ozil and Kolasinac, two Arsenal, they're two Arsenal stars. And they were attacked, well, not attacked, attempted attack from two guys on mopeds apparently trying to take Ozil's and Kolasinac's watches because, you know, obviously they're worth quite a few quid, yeah? And so they pulled a knife out on Ozil, and then Kolasinac got out the car and started like going up to go, yo, boom, 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 boom.
yeah, so I need some trees.
So Kolasinac pretty much scared them off. And we're lucky, as Arsenal fans, sort of, that none of them were harmed. But because of that, they haven't been training, and even today's game, they didn't even figure because of further security issues.
No, they're
now.
under 24-hour security now.
Yeah.
Permanent. I'm thinking, what the heck?
Which I find this disgusting, to be honest, but I find it advantageous as well to some degree because now, hopefully, which it didn't need to be anyway, but it's put knife crime
More dangerous.
and it's going to get more attention for people to hopefully do something about it if it didn't need to be already. So, yeah, knife crime right now is just a mad thing. Even where I work, yeah, when I was working outside, I saw these two guys fighting in a bus. It escalated to outside the bus. I don't know what the whole fight was about, but probably something stupid anyway. And then the other guy pulled out a knife, and it was pretty big, and he slashed the other guy across the face. And the thing is, yeah, okay, there was one guy trying to stop it, but there were people screaming, there were people going, "Oh my God!" and no one done nothing apart from that one guy who tried to stop it.
Oh God.
And it wasn't in the night time, by the way. This was around 2ish.
Broad daylight.
Broad daylight.
And no police around, which is disgusting.
But the police came about 5 minutes later. Quite quick. That's quite quick for the police.
Yeah.
So hopefully now they're speeding up that time. Like when you call up and say, "Oh, I've had a break-in" or whatever, they'll probably go, "Okay, we'll be there in like half an hour or whatever," something like that. If it's some minor thing, but if hopefully now you call up and say, "My husband's just been stabbed," or "I've just been stabbed," or something like this, then that should be to them the top prime priority that they respond to within minutes. 5 minutes minimum, I'm saying. Like they call, like, let's say, "Bob, I hear you're in District 412.
Thunderstorm, can you see that?
Yes. So, let's say they call Bob and say, "Bob, I hear you're in District 412. There's been a Johnny Bravo 556 in your area. You need to get there now in 5 minutes, otherwise the person's going to escape and we'll never catch them," or whatever. I'm no organiser, yeah, but that's what they need to do. They need to really, okay, this thing on EastEnders, "Oh, all these kids need to put their knives in a box." Okay, calm. I'll just order my knives on Amazon. I ordered knives on Amazon and nothing happens. Just saying, I could be 17 as far as anyone knew and just ordered knives and stab whoever I want to stab.
That's just...
It's ridiculous. We've spoken about this on a previous podcast,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's an issue that's not going away. And like I said,
But even still, Amazon, like you said, Amazon said, "Oh, you're over 18, you could just click yes and then done."
yeah,
But still, and then after that, after you click yes, alright, show me your passport details. And the kid will be like, "Oh crap," you know, I haven't got nothing.
yeah. Just didn't I say this on podcast at the time that when you say yes, they should then take you to another site where it either asks you for your passport, where you have to take a picture of it, or they somehow, I'm trying to think, they maybe take you to a government website in which you're registered. Like let's have it this way: everybody in the UK somehow are being tracked, yeah, in some shape or form.
Yeah.
So then it should take you to this separate website in which they have your information and where they go, "No, sorry, Jacob Murray, I see you're actually 17, access denied. You're now blocked from this website for 2 days and the police are coming to your door to ask you questions."
Oh, I like that, yeah, that's fine.
That's something I think they should do. Not to arrest him, but to ask him, "Yo, Jacob, why are you ordering a knife set online, huh?" And he just said, "Oh yeah, but it's for my mum. It's her 40th, she needs a cookery set." And then they go, "Okay, no problem, sorry for any inconvenience. Your full access will be granted in 2 days, but if you want to order that knife set, you need to get your uncle Joseph to do it for you instead."
Oh, yeah.
Something like that, you know what I mean? Like, something like I'm saying wouldn't even be hard in the current
you
age.
can put, like, I've seen, like, normal people like us speaking out there, speaking these different, like, their local MPs about it. But the thing is, they sometimes don't give a crap you're saying, unless it's really, really important, which this is really important.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, I'll put
Because
word
it's
into the...
affecting multiple multi-millionaires like Ozil and Ganasha. It's affecting celebrities. Even didn't what's his name, the comedian Michael Matatai, get threatened with a knife at one
He
stage.
did, yeah.
Like, this is the thing. Like, no one is safe.
Thing is, I don't blame with some comedians who are retired don't actually get out there anymore because they know how many knife crimes are happening. Thinking, oh my god, it could happen to me. They know me. I'm from the TV. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I mean?
And with Ozil and Kolasinac in particular, obviously, for those of you that watch football, you know that Ozil isn't exactly a fan favourite right now because he's been so crap. So if they were able to somehow track him, then, but his life is literally, and not just his life, but his family as well, because he's just got recently married in London. But yeah, sorry to end it on a sad note, but as I say, this podcast is where we talk about real views and real opinions and real facts, real stuff that's going on, and this knife crime is just something that's going to go on for quite some time. So until it stops, then we just talk about it. Simple as. But ending it now with your fun facts that you're so eager to share.
Giraffes' tongues can be 20 inches long. Hold on, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about that long. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
You
So
can
they-
actually lick your dick.
Yeah. So 20 inches long is big, but when you see giraffes in zoos, yeah, they only put about a quarter of, probably way more than half of it out, only, literally. So when they're like eating leaves or some crap, those disgusting long grey things.
But speaking of zoos, there's one more event that me and Hannah didn't speak about in Greece. Because of Pokemon Go again, we stumbled upon a zoo.
Yeah, we were in this park, like forest.
Yeah.
And then we're like,
Just minding our business, catching Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then we saw this Pokestop saying something zoo. And we were both like, huh? Let's go there now.
Yeah, so we did, and there was a bunch of goats, rabbits, peacocks, you found them.
Yeah, peacock, I found a peacock again, my second time.
And, what was else? And then there was this goat with its long horns just doing this in its back. I'm thinking, I wish I could do that.
That would be handy.
Oh, you can't get its back scratches, do we? Like...
But yeah, we're just past the hour mark, and we've made great time in this episode. For the first time ever, we've actually achieved, slightly overachieved our aim. So yeah, gonna end it here. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, then smash that subscribe button. Keep up to date with all the stuff. Make sure you diddly don that bell so you can get every single notification on your phone. And on the description is the link to all our socials. I cannot be bothered to say them all because it is long.
And you're tired.
Very tired.
Very tired. You've been up for, hold on.
How long have I been up?
You've been up for, hold on.
I got up at 5.
You've been up for 14 hours?
So far, and it's currently 7:30.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know you've been up for...
I don't have such a hard life like DT does, taking his sons to football games and doing vlogs. As Robbie said, that's such a hard life. But gonna end it there. Until the next time, guys. See ya.
Bye.